Community service means to me serving your community, giving back to those who have laid the foundation for you to be where you are today in your community, serving those who are unable to serve themselves or who can't help themselves, and those folks who just need assistance. Giving back to your community is very important because at some point in our lives we were recipients of service from someone in our community to help us get to where we are today. So I just think it's very important that we serve our community and we always give back to those who help us get to where we are today, and just continue to build our communities up and to continue to have a strong community so that we can nurture future generations.
Community service to me means everybody doing their share. And I think it's important to do community service because I think it helps us remember that we're all interdependent on each other.
Community service to me means giving back and not expecting anything in return. It could be something as simple as sending a card to someone in a nursing home, or something as big as building a house for Habitat for Humanity. So it can be little acts of kindness and great acts of kindness. Why I think it's important to the community is because at some point in time, whether we realize it or not, we've all benefited from some type of community service. Someone has done something for us, whether it was open the door to go into a store, help us carry our bags from the grocery store. There's always been something that has happened. So we all are in a place where we should be able to give back and want to give back.
What does community service mean to me? I've been involved in some sort of volunteer activity for about the last 25 years. And I can honestly say that even though going into an event you might think, why did I sign up for this, or what am I getting myself into? When I've been engaged in that activity and when I've left that activity, I've never once thought that was a waste of my time or I wish I'd been doing something else. It's a great opportunity not only to give, but you also get something back in terms of how you feel about yourself and what you mean to society.
The Martin Luther King Day of Service is Rochester Care's premier event. Has historically been our largest event, and we're so gracious and so honored to have so many volunteers who have volunteered their time and energy for a complete day of service throughout the Rochester and Western New York community. Historically, we've had about 6 to 8 projects throughout the Rochester community, with roughly 300 to 400 volunteers who serve throughout this day. So we're very thankful to have all of you here experiencing this day of service with us, and we hope that you enjoy yourselves, and we look forward to seeing you in the future.
Martin Luther King for a Day of Service, to me is actually a celebration. People are getting together and working together, but actually it's just reinforcing to see everybody pull together on a usually cold and snowy day in Rochester and give back to the community.
This day is very important because it gives an opportunity to people to be able to give back in a wide variety of different ways. So I may be someone who wants to give back, but I don't know how. I want to volunteer, but don't know where to go to sign up. This day, it's already set up for me. I can come out, bring my friends, bring my family, and work on a project for a couple hours and feel like I've done something, I've supported people, and I had fun with my friends and had a good time with my family at the same time.
King for a Day means to me an opportunity for the whole community to get together to honor one of the great Americans in history, somebody who gave his life literally for the service of America. Here's a little opportunity for each of us to give a little bit of our time and our resources and our talent to our community, and that's what the day means to me.
It's important to celebrate Dr. King's legacy because he was a great man who stood for some very strong ideals and some world-changing ideas that need to be held on to and not thrown by the wayside. Those ideas we need to keep with us forever and ever and ever. And through events like this day of service, we can keep his legacy alive of service, serving others, regardless of your race, creed, or any other belief that you have, believing that we're all one humanity that needs to serve each other, help each other, build each other up whenever the time arises. So it's so important to keep Dr. King's legacy alive, and this day of service is one example of how we can keep that legacy alive and well.
Martin Luther King was so inspirational, and a lot of the quotes that we use today are about community service and why it's so important to give back and make a contribution. Keeping his legacy alive in this way is a testament to the basic goodness of people and our need for community and community life.
Martin Luther King has a national holiday named after him, not just because of the civil rights and minorities and what he did for them, but what he did for the entire country. He made us realize that we are all one nation, that we all are in this together, and we are here to serve each of our brothers and sisters, no matter where they might come from or where they might be in their life. This is something we need to remember as a society, particularly in times when the country is under pressure, whether through a poor economy, whether we're at war. We still need to see the best in each other. We still need to see that we need each other, and together we can get so much further than we can by ourselves.
On behalf of Rochester Cares, we would like to say thank you
For your volunteering,
Thank you for your commitment.
And for your service.
Thank you.